Alright guys, I just want to show you welcome to my channels. Welcome to my channel. I will show you how I make my bread soup. I'm going to use this bread here, and basically this bread is probably about a couple of days old, so I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, break them up, add them into the water, just let them soak. I'm going to use a bread and a half. Okay, you let them soak like that, and I believe I'll just use a half of this bread here. Okay, you can use any bread. You can use your French bread, your regular white loaf bread, whatever bread you have at hand. I mean, I usually use the Haitian bread, but because of the coronavirus, I'm not going to run to the bakery just, you know, to make this. So whatever bread you have, it is perfectly fine. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up the rest of my the vegetables that I'm going to use, and I'll come back. Alright guys, to my pot I will add just a little bit of oil, and to my oil I will add my herring. I'm going to break it down a little bit. Okay, and to that, I'm going to go ahead and add my onions, my green onions, and my garlic. Okay, make sure I get all that in there. I'm going to also add my tomatoes. I will not add any tomato paste, so this is why I'm adding my tomatoes. So that's going to help me color. It's going to help me color it. So I'm going to let this go ahead and saute for about 30 more seconds, then I'll come back. All right, guys. I wanted you guys to see this. I hope you can see it. Let me see if I can bring it off the fire. Do you see this? Okay, so what I did was I smashed my tomatoes in here. So this way I can have like a nice little, you know, color going on. So once I add my liquid, there's no need for me to add tomato paste. Okay, and also I will not add V8. I did buy one just to show you all. I hope you can see it. Okay, I don't use it because if you turn to the back, I hope you can see this. The sodium is 920 milligrams. So why on God's green earth would I add this to my bread soup? So guys, just because the generation before us added doesn't mean we have to add it. Okay, so to my mixture here, our bread that was soaking, I'm gonna go ahead and add it. And there's, with all the liquid, guys, I know some people like to throw out the liquid, and I mean, I'm very practical. Whatever makes sense. I don't do things out of routine. It has to make sense. So I add the bread. Into my bread, I'm gonna just add my carrots. And carrots are optional, but I want to make this with some vegetables in it. And I'm gonna also add, I did add some thyme, and I'm gonna also add some fresh spinach. Okay, so I add the spinach. I did shred it up a little bit. I washed my spinach off camera. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more water to our pot. And I forgot to mention, and just add a little bit more water, just enough to bring it right here. Perfect. And I forgot to mention that I did boil my herring for 5 minutes just to remove some of the salt, okay? So we do want this to have a nice herring taste for those who like herring. If you don't like herring, just put that out and just do the other steps. Okay, I'm gonna add some black pepper. Just a little bit of black pepper like that, okay? And of course, we're gonna put our Scotch bonnet in here. Everything's washed, guys, off camera. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of fresh parsley in here. And also, what I will add is some butter. Let me cut some butter here. Here we go. And this butter has no salt in it. I'm just gonna push it down. And one more thing for flavoring. At this point, you can use your Maggi, but I'm not gonna use, I don't use Maggi, and the Maggi I used to use, I can't find it anymore. It was a non-MSG one, but now I use my chicken base. Okay, it's non-MSG also. And I'm just gonna add it to my liquid. So if you eat Maggi, add your Maggi right now. And if you don't eat Maggi, just add some of your non-MSG seasonings. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just I'm gonna put on my lid and I'm gonna let it come to a boil for about a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and show you what I do next. All right, guys. This has been all right, guys. This has been boiling for about a good 10 minutes. So what I was doing was I was allowing our bread to soften. I know you can see it's nice and soft. So now what you would do, let me take my Scotch bonnet out. If you notice, it's not popped. I'm gonna put it back in, but I don't want to pop it while I'm with the back of your spoon. You're just gonna go ahead and smash up your bread, because you don't want your bread to be so thick in your bowl. So all I'm doing is hitting this part, bringing it under here, and I'm smashing the bread. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue smashing. Then I'll come back, or you could just bring it on the side of your thing, like your pot like this, and just smash it. However, just as long as you're smashing it. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I just got through smashing our bread, so it's pretty much nice and small now. So I'm gonna add my Scotch bonnet, and I'm gonna give it a quick taste and see if it's missing anything. It's missing just a little bit of salt. And when I say a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and add maybe this much of salt. Should bring it where it needs to be, okay? All right, guys, so I'm gonna let this cook, making sure our carrots are cooked all the way through. I'm gonna let it cook maybe about 10 more minutes, and then I'll come back and show you how I serve it. Now that's perfect. Wow. All right, guys, here is our bread soup with herring. It is absolutely divine. So you see the beautiful color, and also we have the herring all throughout our soup. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Until next time, guys, please like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe.